Pounders, welcome back. Today we are ripping our at-home redraft leagues, fantasy football, both drafts in 5 minutes. We have a keeper league, 2 picks after round 6. First round, you keep them, they remain the same round. Every year thereafter, they raise 2 rounds until they get into the player pool, round 6 or earlier. We have Garrett Wilson and Rashee Rice with two of our last picks right here. It's round 12 and round 11. So we'll take that. Last year I had Garrett Wilson, Trevor Lawrence. Didn't work out for me, surprisingly enough. But this league, this is year 5 of it. We won year 1. We won year 3. Last year was a sell type year, and I had enough good pieces to be able to get some high picks this year. So 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, a fourth, 2 fifths. This year is going to be, obviously, I have a really good shot to win it. 3 out of 5 years would be insane for a trade pick league. So really been doing good, fine balancing, and those keepers at the end being really impactful for the following season. And then here's the league I commish. This is a half-point PPR, and it is 10 teams. No trade picks, none of that, but we do have DK bonuses that run like this. 100-yard rushing, 100-yard receiving is going to be 3 points. 150 for running backs or receivers, receiving or rushing, is another 4 points. And if they hit 200 plus, it's 5 points on top of. So a lot of bonuses in this league. Important to get QB as well. Bonuses at 300 yards, 400. Is there a 500-yard bonus? I'm going to have to double check the scoring. But that is the main key behind these two. So this is just going to be pretty standard on all ends. We got Cousin Nick, the only one not here yet, which he's usually the first one in this room. So let me just make sure that he knows. Draft is in 3 minutes, but when you have 2 kids, priorities change really fast. This guy's going to tell us who to draft. We have him on mute. No, I'm just kidding. Curious who we have over here. He's actually a great analyst. And full nostalgia. This is just nostalgic. Watching this, what to do with your first pick. It's basically don't fuck it up. Let's keep it simple. All right, Cousin Nick's in the room. We got all 10 here. I did say I would do it live. However, again, shit changes. So at least we'll post it later. We just had the Pounders Founders League draft on Sleeper. That is a super interesting tight end premium type league where we do give a ring to the champion. Yeah, I actually don't want to see. I don't want to see this. So we have pick 1 and 6 here. It's going to be very important for our team to get an elite QB and elite tight end. However, where those QBs go will be interesting. There's also other teams. Like the Champ is here, has 2 picks in the first round. My Diggs is huge, has 2 picks in the second round, 2 picks in the first round. So there are other teams that are going to be strong this year. It's not like I automatically win. And then the trades that happen right before the playoffs, teams that are out of the playoffs, they're going to sell their players, and other teams get stronger that are going to make that playoff push. That's sort of the balance of it. So when you do sell or when you do buy, you really want to make sure you have a good chance of winning. And at that time, I'm usually already looking at playoff matchups, specifically the championship week. I feel like Bestball really brought to light week 16, week 17, but this is something that was a huge edge in regular fantasy football for years. All right, pick 6. I'm looking at most likely. I'm pick 5 over here. I'm most likely going to get Bijan, but wanna what? I can almost guarantee Cousin Nick goes Tyreek Hill. Can almost guarantee Mike here is going to go receiver. He might go Justin Jefferson or Chase. I don't think he's going running back. Here, it's very easy for us. We're going CMC overall. Number 1, pick 1. Don't overthink it. Don't blow it. We also have a free Garrett Wilson, free Rashee Rice. Let's see. My Diggs is huge. He has Nico Collins and Laporta. The champ is here, has Moss and Singletary, so some people don't have as many good keepers. Dude, in Yahoo, like, I have to, like, sort of get used to this. CMC, let's draft. Ooh, minute and a half? Jeff, boy, we gotta... My league's a minute and a half, too? All right. Shut it down. Shut the league down. I gotta change this to a minute. Oh, my goodness. Luckily, there is auto pick, but no one really autos in our leagues. Everyone's here in both leagues. All right, moment of truth. What's Mike going to do? We do see Tyreek Hill go at 3, who is huge. Absolutely huge in these types of leagues. Just because of the bonuses at 100, 150, and 200 yards. Huge. Cousin Nick got Tyreek Hill 2 out of 3 years now. Not that I'm counting. Oh, fuck. I'm up over here. I did sort of want to make this one a Amon-Ra. Do we get... He goes Brees. I didn't want to be in that situation, but I guess it's just going to be Bijan. We're going to go Amon-Ra here. Get very strong at receiver. And it's looking like Bijan. It is a 3 wide receiver league, which should push up wide receivers a little bit, but would we like the combination of Chase or Jefferson plus Marv, London, Adams? Probably London, Adams more specifically. The way I see it is if we go RB, we can go 2 straight receivers. Let's go Bijan. We have such a big bet on Bijan this year. We're talking about trading cards, multiple trading cards. Underdog, we were pretty thick on him. We were 13% on Brees, though, so it would have felt a little better to do that. Over here, like I said, I'm going to want an elite tight end. However, is it Kelsey that we want? Laporta's off the board because of keeper. That had to be a super late keeper. So that team's going to be strong for years. That team's going to be strong for years. Okay, so you can see the rounds in which they kept people. Round 7, Mike Evans. Round 6, Justin Jefferson. So he's been moving up. Finally, he's going back into the player pool next year. So you can see where that move up 2 rounds every year after you keep him the first year sort of comes into play. I wouldn't even mind if it was more than that, if they moved up 3 rounds. But I mean, we're really effective at getting these last round guys. So the other thing you have to think about in these leagues are if you're trading your last round picks, so last year we sold because we were out of the playoffs. We're able to sell like Amon-Ra plus CeeDee Lamb. And then we traded our last 2 round picks for round 1 and round 2 for this year. That's where a couple of those came from. Well, if we have keepers, like if we are keeping Garrett Wilson in the 14th and we don't have a 14th, he's going to cost a 13th anyways. Because we wouldn't have a 14th because we traded it. Some of the micro things. This is a spot for we have to keep track of QBs too. Okay, we got time over there. Here, I want to see where Allen is. Josh Allen goes at pick 25. Is this an auto on Derrick Henry? Okay, so Allen's here, Kelsey's here, Josh Jacobs, Hurts is here. Okay, we're getting one of those elite QBs. So I don't feel the need to do it right this second. We can have Derrick Henry with CMC. Drake London as our wide receiver 4. I would say we want to go RB here. We have like 4 picks. I would say one of them should definitely be RB, so I don't mind overpaying a little bit for one of these guys, but maybe we'll hit in this ETN range. If we go our 4th wide receiver, again, this is another, they're both 3 wide receiver leagues. So I'm between Drake London, Devontae Adams, or Chris Olave for one of those guys. I think we're just going to go Drake London with this pick. Seems a little expensive for Henry, and we have so many picks that it's kind of hard to mess this one up, but Henry goes off at 15. Now, if it was this bonus league, I think Henry would be a little more worth that pick. Oh, we might get Puka here, which would be interesting. Puka here is definitely interesting. I like Atlanta's playoff schedule. That's okay. So we do get Puka. Who went? ETN went at 15. Let's bring in Puka. A little Puka Bijan. Remember, ATL has a great playoff schedule. Great playoff schedule. So this should be RB, QB, tight end. That's what we're looking at. Where's Andrews? Andrews is down here. Oh, they have the completion percentages. That's right, the completion bonuses here. Sack minus points, I believe, too. Yeah, sack is minus 0.5. Who goes? Jalen Hurts goes. Is that the first QB off? No, Josh Allen went. Jalen Hurts went. I definitely want one of these QBs. So it's gonna be Mahomes with one of these picks for sure. And we can go Mahomes, Kelsey if we really want to. It's just I want one of these RBs as well. Jacobs, ETN. And then I think there's a drop off after these two. So let's go Mahomes. I guess if we're going to sacrifice on any pick here, it should probably be Kelsey because we can just get one of Andrews, or like Pitts later, or Kittle even. And the drop off at RB seems to be a little too much. We even have Achane still on the board. And like this is like go ahead and try to win your league, which is probably smart. let's draft Achane. let's make the unbeatable team with Mahomes, St. Brown, London, Garrett Wilson, CMC, Achane, and Rice. And you're gonna see this team's gonna be very strong too. No, not this one. Where's the Diggs is huge. Brees, Collins, Marv, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts. So he's stacking. Kyron, Laporta. Like it's not a freebie. It's not a freebie this year. However, I like our start. And if we get Kelsey, all the better. If we don't, we're not too hurt. James Cook goes off 23rd. DK Metcalf goes. Did Kelsey must have already been drafted. No? Here it is. We're up in 3 picks. He doesn't have a tight end. Both teams don't have a tight end. This team's on its 3rd pick. Again, he probably, maybe not sold. I think there are like there's about like one team that's not competitive, and the trade picks leagues, you like have to be on top of, if you're not going to make the playoffs at the end of the year, sell what pieces you can to get stronger in next year's draft, in the following year's draft. This will feel really good to get Kelsey and Mahomes here. And then with those last picks, you do want to be focusing on upside versus like dusty veterans, just because the chance of them becoming a keeper and maybe being a big piece in the offense the following year, Debo goes. We do get Kelsey. For example, the year Calvin Ridley was suspended gambling, he was a great pick in a keeper league at the very end of the draft if you knew you were going to be out of the playoffs that year because you were getting him with the last round pick for the following season. He had a pretty good year that year as well. All right. We got everyone in the starting lineup here now. we got more picks here. Ayuk stands out to me, 3 wide receiver league especially. We have Devonta Smith, Waddle's here. I would probably go these guys over. Man, I guess there's pretty good RB picks or wide receiver picks later too. Kyron's still on the board here at 25. This is where we would be looking into Kyron. Pair him with Nakua as well. I mean, I guess on the down weeks and the Rams were going to be punished, but we're covering a good amount of touchdowns there. Breece Hall and Mike Evans for Mikey. He's known as drafting all of the veteran players. So I'm surprised he went Breece there. That's why kind of slated him for like Jefferson or Chase. I lost Nick Chubb last year in this league, and he goes Nico. Nico's a great pick. We have Olave here as well. Olave. But we can get one of these receivers too. If we can get Waddle with Kyron, that would be pretty strong. Okay, we have time over there. Weighing the difference of like Olave plus Mixon or Kyron plus like Waddle seems much better. Bonuses as well. It does make tight end more important, makes QB more important. If we go double RB, it's really hard to not go. It makes it really difficult to go elite QB with this next pick if we start double RB, but I think we're going to do it. Let's get really strong at running back. Let's hit those 100-yard bonuses. And let's hope Kyron doesn't get hurt as a punt returner. All right. I would say this should probably be RB. With the chance that Achane gets hurt. We already have 4 wide receivers with Rice, Wilson, London, and Amon-Ra. Let's get a little bit of backup for CMC and Achane. And we have some nice receivers in this range. T. Higgins, George Pickens. But typically in a best ball draft, like we're going receiver here. I think we go Jacobs, and I don't think it would be crazy that Jacobs actually starts week 1 over Rice. So that's the other thing. But yeah, that's probably Devonta Smith in regular best ball all day. Or Jalen Waddle. Yeah, it actually bumped Rice probably because of week 1 projection. Yeah, Josh Allen goes off next. Josh Allen's going to be strong in this league, hitting that 300-yard bonus, 400-yard bonus as well. But we'll see with the new weapons, too. We'll see with the new weapons. I would love to get one of these 3 with our next pick. And that's why we made the decision of Kyron here over going like Olave. But honestly, we might get one of these guys, too. It's funny because this, in this room where it's the trade pick league, like our draft's going to be over in like a few more rounds. Oh, here we go. The shit talking already starts. Your champ, Johnny, starts with A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry. Oh, he's really thinking about this. I can't believe I didn't turn it to a minute. That's what there's like at the end of the draft or the end of the season, you're always like, hey, what are some rules that we should change? I definitely wrote this down for next year and just like lost, just lost it. Shitty commissioner. I'm a shitty commissioner. 1 minute. 1 minute should be the max. 1 minute should be the max. Oh, good. Mike found his way back in the room. He texted me that he's having problems. That's Yahoo. If I could switch everyone to sleeper, I would, but the old school redraft bros, non-best ball folks, love the Yahoos. Love the Yahoos. Kincaid goes off at 34. So round 9, round 10, round 11, 12, we don't have a pick. We have 1 in 13, 1 in 14, 1 in 15. And again, I like to keep those last 2 round guys anyways, because if you hit on your keeper, you're keeping someone in the 15th and the 14th for the following year. Who did Johnny end up? Johnny ended up going DK, not too surprising. Super safe. Super safe. DK over Ayuk too. Which I guess it's not the craziest thing, but I'm probably Ayuk there on a coin flip. All right, this league, again, we're strong with Jacobs, CMC, and HN. I feel very, very good about that. We could hoard QBs. We're not going to do that. Neighbors, Cooper are 2 that stick out. Walker as well. We can lean into Kelsey. Neighbors goes. Pittman's there as well. Pittman's pretty safe. Do we want safe? Okay, we got some time over there. Do we want safe? Not really. I want people that are going to smash every team. What's the champions here have? Yeah, our team's probably competing against 4 other teams, right? 3 other teams right now, but towards the end of the trade season, that's when people trade their picks and they get very strong very quick. When they're making that push, they'll trade their first, second, third next year for like CeeDee Lamb, like HN, players like that. Is there a clear pick here? Like if we go receiver here and we go RB here, it's like James Conner. Right now, I just want to get flex options, get very strong for the bye weeks, give our team the best chance to finish first in our division and get a bye for the first round of playoffs. This is full PPR. We're on the clock over there. Ooh, I see Ayuk in the other room. Let's go. Feeling good about it. Feeling good about it. This is full PPR. I want to make sure I'm not getting blinded to players like White. Is White still on the board? Rashad White's gone, as he should be. It's probably Pittman here in a full point PPR. Oh, I have 2 picks in a row, too. I'm just blinded by the amount of picks we have. Ayuk, Smith, Waddle. Ayuk, Smith, Waddle. They're both full PPR. Holy smokes. We have a few bye week 6s. Not that I want to take that into consideration, but let's go Brandon Ayuk here. And then let's go Kenneth Walker. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Good thing we have the player queue. Did you see that? Someone just tried sabotaging me. Good try. Good try. Wow. This is getting serious now. This is getting serious. Do we want... Defense is very important in this league. You start at 15 points. You get a lot more bonuses than normal. Do we go ahead and get a very strong defense? I think at this point, it would be worth it. To get a strong defense in this league where we have Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, Rice on the bench with Jacobs in the flex. We're trying to find micro edges against other teams. So I'm between the Browns, Cowboys, or 49ers. The other thing, boys, where I have only so many picks left, I want to make sure I'm not picking defense last, actually, because I want my keeper to be last. So that's another, like, micro edge. Puka Nacua, knee, fully practices Wednesday. I wish I got that news a couple of minutes ago before I picked Puka, but it feels good now. It feels good. Puka Ayuk, Bijan, and Karen Williams. The Rams, please. Do not have a crazy down year. Do not have that crazy down year. All players, let's go to defenses. San Fran's there. Cleveland's there. Dallas is also... I'm a little worried about Dallas. Let me see all players, make sure... We could go defense with this pick. I don't think A1's going to be going defense just yet. Is there someone we absolutely need? Like, Diggs seems really strong here. T. Higgins, with the chance that Chase is moved, is also probably really strong. I think we go defense with this pick 60. With that being said, we have 4 running backs. I think we covered our basis there. We obviously need 1 more, I would say. 1, 2. We have 5 receivers. I could see Diggs, T. Higgs. T. Higgs would be it'd be strictly if you didn't think Chase was going to play this year. And I don't think he has any leverage. I think he has to play. Diggs in full point PPR. I think he's good for the bonuses, like 40-yard touchdowns, 50-yard touchdowns. So I do think you can get some freaking pretty big games out of Diggs here. And worst case, he could be a trade piece too. He could be a trade piece. We're going to have the choice between Pittman, Amari Cooper, Rashee Rice. Full point PPR. Kyler McBride is very interesting. Looking down here, I like some of these receivers that I'm seeing as well. Like, I wouldn't mind ending up with Tank Dell or T. Higgins over Pittman, over Amari Cooper, Rashee Rice. The RBs, I think, are what going to fall off. I want to see where White is. Over Rashad White's off the board. Man, that full point PPR makes sense. What do we have for QBs left? Quarterbacks, A-Rich, Kyler. So I'm going to be looking to get a QB in this Dak Burrow Purdy range, especially for that 300-yard bonus. I guess it's between Rice. I know I want to get the advantage at tight end. We can go Rice and Tank Dell. Rice and T. Higgins would feel really strong. Another bye week 6, but send it. Let's go Rice here. I think it's pretty close between Rice and Pittman. And this is why we want to go those RBs early. Because I wouldn't mind Neighbors with the next pick. I'd probably have it ranked like this. T. Higgs. 100-yard bonus is the other thing you have to think about. Pittman versus Rice. Pittman probably has a little higher chance of hitting the 100-yard bonus week in, week out, but I guess it depends on how you think the Casey offense is going to run. And I'm glad we ended up bringing in Mahomes and Kelsey with our Rashee Rice keeper as well. Pretty cool. If it fails, it fails. That's kind of is what it is. We're going to stream. We have to stream a QB week 6. So do we just want to draft a QB? The other thing is we're going to end up dropping. No. We're going to end up dropping anyways. It's going to suck, though, when we drop a player that's very strong. So that's another reason why we're going to go defense early in that pick'em league. Not the pick'em league, in the trade pick league. If we go QB here, if we go defense here, we're going to be dropping one of these picks at the end to start another QB. If we didn't go QB here, okay, good. There's still someone went defense. I think someone went. No, they didn't. I was gonna say I think someone went Dallas. Who do you guys like this year? Browns, 49ers. I kind of lean Browns. They have the projections, and you should be streaming defense. Defense, week 1 rankings. It's really if you end up with a strong defense for every single year. 49ers have the Jets week 2. Who did the Browns have? The Browns have Dallas, which is obviously not a good matchup week 1. Obviously not a good matchup week 1. Bengals have the Patriots. Maybe we just say F it. 49ers probably have just the best overall. They have the Jets week 1. Are we missing out on anyone if we don't? I guess we can go Kyle Pitts here. Pitts, defense. Thing is, like, 2 elite tight ends is kind of stupid. It's kind of very stupid. I don't want to do that. But do I want to draft my replacement bye week QB right now? That's the question. I know I'm going to want some running back sleepers at the end of the draft. High upside guys like a Marshawn Lloyd would be nice. But we also have to look at future. Jaden Daniels is interesting. Let's just go Dak. Jaden Daniels would have been the other interesting one. This is strict. Like, our bench is so strong that I don't see like Deontay Johnson having an impact on this team. Calvin Ridley, I don't see them having an impact on this team. Pitts, I think you can argue if Kelsey starts the way he did last season and Pitts starts off hot, I think Pitts, although like carrying 2 tight ends is bad, where we're trying to min-max the amount of points this team is specifically going to get, I don't think it would have been the craziest player to grab. We're really min-maxing here on this, on the strength of this team, though. So Pitts, it probably should have been, but we're going to have to drop a strong player anyways to stream a QB. So, okay, this is going swimmingly. One of these two should be guaranteed unless we just get completely demolished by Jay and Tyler here. Zay Flowers is still there. A-Rich is not going to be as good in this league because of the 300, 400, 500-yard passing bonus. Could he hit the 100-yard rushing bonus? He probably will at some point this season. But I want more consistency from my QB. Trying to get rid of the best ball brain is also like incredibly difficult. He goes Zay Flowers. So we're getting one of these two, which feels incredibly good. Feels incredibly good. Terry McLaurin's there as well. We gotta go Tank Dell. We gotta go Tank Dell. Let's risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. High upside. Tank Dell's in our flex. Tank Dell's in our flex. Puka, Ayuk, Rice, Bijan Robinson, Kyron, Tank Dell. Who's left on the board for tight ends? Woo, man. Oh, give me one of these. Give me one of these 5. And we'll figure it out at QB. Oh, this is perfect. Kincaid and Kittle fall right into this range. Pitts is down here. I'm liking the way this one's turning out. QB, I still want someone that's going to be able to hit the 300-yard bonus, though. Like, that's the thing. I still want one of probably these guys. I would bump down Jaden Daniels a little bit. I would say one of these 4 is pretty important. 2 is like a discount QB. If we miss Staffy, we're leaning into Puka. Is not a bad backup option. I'm curious if he gets drafted though. Again, the redraft bros typically go more than one QB. Our benches are pretty deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck. It's another thing. I want to change it to 7. 2 things. 1 minute clocks and 7 on the draft, on the bench. If you can increase the amount of bench spots, if you have an edge going into the draft against your friends, you know about, let's say, Marshawn Lloyd or whatever it might be, and you can house him on the very end of the bench and just wait for him to return from injury, maybe eventually eat into Josh Jacobs' workload. Like, those types of players, the Kenneth Walker rookie year where he started slow and then eventually took over. Achane last year started slow, got worked in, got hurt, missed a few games, and then started heating up and then became a very big piece towards the end. If you can keep those types of high upside players in the end of your bench and it's not really hurting you because you have an extra bench spot, I would, for the following season, tell your friends, like, let's increase the bench spot by 1. Sell it as, like, for injuries. They'll love it. Here goes the elite tight ends back to back. It's like, I'm not even live. It's like they're hearing me. This place is bugged. Oh my God, I can't believe this draft is taking forever. It's on pick 60. This one's 10 picks after. I think we're going San Fran here. Who's there for tight ends? The other thing is Bowers there? Bowers is super interesting to me. I wouldn't mind Bowers here. Oh, some of these picks we don't have, I don't think, because we traded them. It says we have a pick, but we don't. So this is actually our last player pick. If I want it to be a running back. Oh, so we didn't have that pick. So it said we did, but it went to someone else. We have 2 picks left. I don't know where they are. They're probably super late, though. So we're going to have to stream defense. I don't like how Yahoo does that. It shows you have a pick, but you traded it. That's so stupid. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. Kyle Pitts went too. Where's Pitts? Fuck. How early did Pitts go, bro? Yahoo, fix your stuff. Fix your stuff. Kyle Pitts went at 62. Damn, 3 tight ends went in the last 4 picks. We jinxed that so incredibly hard. We jinxed that so incredibly hard. Kirk goes. Kirk's not a bad pick in full PPR. And T. Higgins goes. We just got ultimately fucked. Like, completely shat on. Evan Ingram is here. I wouldn't mind reaching up for Evan Ingram. Oh my God. I've never seen anything like that. That was punishing. That was punishing. Who's most likely to have 300-yard seasons? Oh, T. Higgins would have been perfect there. And then I would have insta-clicked Burrow. I think one of these QBs is more important than getting Terry potentially. If they all go off the board, I'm going to hate myself. I'm going Terry. I'm risking it for the biscuit. I'm going to hate myself, though. I can already tell. Here's the thought process. We're going Terry here. We're probably done with wide receiver for a long time. We have 5 wide receivers in a 3 wide receiver league. We have 2 on bye week 6. We have that covered with Dell and McLaurin. Not going to miss a beat there. And then here's the plan. One of those QBs with this pick, we go Evan Ingram here. Worst case, we miss on these QBs. We go Evan Ingram here, and then we go Purdy here at pick 9. That's the thought. That's the thought process. We miss on Evan Ingram. We still have Jake Ferguson, and we have Njoku, and we have Bowers. So, oh man, I thought we were easily getting one of Pitts, Kittle, or Kincaid, but the boys have the ranks up. Very important in these bonus type leagues to get someone that can hit that bonus. It's a very big edge. Same thing with the QBs. That's why I don't mind these pocket passers over someone like Lamar, who's not going to hit that 300-yard bonus as often. He will hit the 100-yard rushing a couple times. That's not as good as someone that's consistently hitting that 300-yard passing bonus, 400-yard passing bonus. That's going to be pretty big. But we choose to go and win the flex throughout the course of the bye weeks, which is important as well. In this, first and second place get a bye the first round of playoffs, which I like. It rewards coming in first and second. Let's go. One team's on auto in the other room. Big win. Big win. Chris Godwin, another great. Definitely should have been moved up. I don't know if he needed RB or not, but we were eyeing Godwin between McLaurin and Godwin. So that's a sharp pickup. Deontay Johnson also sharp in this. The boys are using their own ranks. You can tell. Oh man, too much fun. Redraft's back. So excited. So excited. I'm happy with both teams. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be happy with this team. Like this. This is fucking insane. This is insane. Case it's very heavily dependent on KC being good this year, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Pretty good bet to make as the number one in odds to win the Super Bowl again. Also, you have San Fran as number 2, and then it's Baltimore number 3. I think they're like plus 1100. San Fran is around plus 650, and KC's around plus 5 or plus 6, depending on what book you're looking at. And then when sports betting became legal in mass for the 2023 season, we signed up for all these books for free. You got like $200-$300 each book you signed up for. I bet on the top 5 teams to win the Super Bowl. $100 a team, basically 100, 200. I put like $20 on the Jets that ended in the first 2 plays of the season. Put like $10 on Miami. So we spread it out a little bit, but mainly those big San Fran. We had KC, so we ended up winning 650 on KC from winning the Super Bowl, and then we insta withdraw. Delete app. Thank you very much. Puka, Ayuk, Rice, Bijan, Kyron, Tank Dell, McLaurin. We're going to the bank. This is a $200 league. This is a nice one. I've had very good luck and good success in this league too. I have to mention good luck though, for sure. I've run very hot. I think I've won this one 3 times, 3 or 4 times. I think 3 is actually low. I don't know if it was 5 though. I think I've won it 4. I've come in second twice, came in third last year, have a couple third place finishes, but I've missed the playoffs once. And it wasn't last year, it was a year before. I don't really remember what happened. It's the first year I missed the playoffs ever in this league. Top 6 make the playoffs out of the 10 teams, so it's like it's not like it's a huge accomplishment, but missing the playoffs in your own league that you commish, that was the worst feeling ever. And we trained all off season, so we never feel like that again. Fuck, Evan Ingram goes off at 72. Oh, Johnny. We're calling him right now. Who? No way. There's no way he found Evan Ingram down there. Buddy, who do you think you are reaching up for Evan Ingram like that?
Well, I didn't want to miss out on him. It depends on your board, dude. I don't see that as a reach. For me, I have him in the 50s. So,
dude, I almost went Evan Ingram over Terry McLaurin.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, I thought he was guaranteed. Basically guaranteed.
Yeah, I had to have him. I didn't want to lose him. I didn't think he would come back around.
It was a good pick. Now,
my man.
I think I have to go Dak here. All right, I'll catch you.
Are we streaming?
I'm not live, but yeah, you're you're being recorded right now.
What up, Pounders?
Let's go. All right, good luck, dude. Fuck! I'm not happy with the Evan Ingram selection. I missed out on all the tight ends I wanted. Jake Ferg's there. If we miss out on Jake Ferg, we could go Bowers. How much do we want to push it, though? How much do we want to push this, boys? Where's Bowers go? Oh, we're pushing it. We're pushing tight end at this point. I think it's got to be Dak here. Dak or Love. Very... It's like pick your poison. Should have flipped the coin. 300-yard games I want to just lean Dak. Just want to lean Dak. Seems too safe. God damn. Keenan Allen goes right after. Keenan Allen's actually very good in full point PPR, but we made our bed with our fourth receiver, our fifth receiver being Terry McLaurin. Oh, man. All right. Next pick's got to be RB. Najee's there. I don't think he's still going to be there. Najee, Tony Pollard, Zamir White. We probably want one of these guys, to be honest. And that's why. Look at Cousin Nick going worthy. I love it. Cousin Nick still gets like the magazine delivered to his house. Like Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, London, Diggs, H.M. Montgomery. I like every pick but the Montgomery pick in full point PPR with bonuses 100 yards. He's definitely going all in though. I respect it. Samir goes. I'm surprised he didn't go Najee like a boring biscuit. One of Najee and Tony Pollard is probably pretty important for us. It feels important. Javante's there too. I wasn't a big Javante guy in Bestball as it is. Jonathan Brooks is a good shout because you can put him on your injured list. So he's someone that I'm going to try to focus in on these redraft leagues. He's still available here. Oh my God, this would be insane. If we get him in our round 13 pick here, this would be insane for us. Bowers too, both on the board. Two of those guys will be, I think, very important. Hawkinson also a good shout. Okay, we're locked in. We're back to being locked in. Brian Robinson gone. Just don't go RB, and we're... Well, of course, they're freaking 3 of the next 4 picks. Okay. Purdy goes. Does Cousin Nick go Najee? I don't think he does. Cousin Nick likes exciting players, as you can tell. That's why I'm curious about the Demont pick. We're gonna call Cousin Nick now. We'll wait for him to make his pick. We're not gonna be a complete dick. I mean, we're definitely gonna be a dick, but not complete. Oh, someone went Jonathan Brooks. So sharp. I wonder if it's a team that's in it or... No, they're not in it, but building for the following season's very smart. He could be a keeper, and he could be worth like a 5th round next year, 4th round potentially. All right, Cuz Nick, you have 20 seconds, buddy. Team name Ace after my godson, Asa. Oh, he goes Najee, you freak. You freak. Now we got to make fun of him for the pick.
Hey.
Najee, kind of a boring pick, don't you think? Fuck! Tony Pollard and Najee both go. I hate you guys so much.
Honestly, I didn't like anyone, but I needed a third running back.
Ah! Oh, no, it's a good pick, cuz. It's a good pick. I'm so mad. I have 3 people queued up. It was Najee, Tony Pollard, and the guy I wanted the least, Javante. I don't think I can go Javante. I don't know if I could do it.
Might have to take a sleeper. There's some sleepers though.
There's so many. I don't know what you guys have for ranks.
Like my last pick I reached on that KC rookie who ran like a 4.21.
Yeah.
Just because I have Mahomes, and I'm like, if he ever takes off, I wouldn't pair him with Mahomes.
Nah, that was a nice reach up for Worthy. All right, Cuzzy, I'll catch you. Good pick, dude.
And you got Rob. I really liked Rice. You got him right after. I passed him.
Ah.
it was tough. I passed him for Diggs just because I wasn't sure if Rice will get suspended or not.
Yeah, we're leaning in on the risk. We're leaning in on the risk.
But I love Rice, and so.
I'm being sniped on both. I'm doing 2 drafts in a back to back here. But all right, cuzzy, we'll catch you. Kiss my godson for me and the baby girl. All right, bet. I've never been, like, best ball wise, never been mad that someone sniped me on Najee or sniped me on Tony Pollard. It just feels weird. But, like, in this spot, those both suck to get sniped on. So we're going to go Jake Fergie Ferg. We have Dak, so let's make it make sense is kind of the reasoning. This draft, we just got completely sniped on everyone. I think it's worth going Hawk here. Can he potentially be worth a higher round draft pick next year? We're going to get Hawk with the 13th round pick. I think this is actually very sharp for a redraft league. Is there anyone else? I know I'm missing out on people, but this one seems pretty sharp of a pick. And then our last pick, I would like it to be like Marshawn Lloyd. Again, we're going to be able to, right after the draft, put Hawkinson into our IR and then go pick up another player. So that's another reason why I like the Hawkinator here. All right, I got to spit. This is... Fuck. We're doing good. We're doing good. Doesn't always go to plan. It never goes to plan in redraft. And you don't win the league in the draft. You don't win the league in the draft. You win it in the waivers. I think we have a really good base. And this is the home stretch. This is the home stretch. This is why you watch. Sharp picks like TJ Hawk. And then right after, we're going to have to hit the... We're hoping that Marshawn Lloyd makes it to waivers, basically. We're going to go Bengals. No one should be going Bengals. We're just going to stream Cincinnati. No one should be going the Bengals defense. They should be free. They're playing the Pats week 1, though. So we'll see if anyone's checking week 1 ranks for defenses. But that's how we typically do it in redraft anyways. It's very rare that you get a season where you're just blindly starting one defense over the course of the whole season. Oh, my God. Madon. All right. Unque Njoku. Unque Bowers. I like Jonathan Brooks for this team. Jonathan Brooks goes. Jordan Love's a screaming value right now. For a team that doesn't have a QB, someone that can hit the 300-yard bonus. Let's check this RB list, though. Singletary's still there. Chase Brown's still there. I think it's going to be important to get probably 2 of these players. Nick Chubb's not as appealing in a full point PPR league. The 100-yard bonus thing, though, if we can guarantee he returned to form, would be big for Chubb. I had Nick Chubb last season. Hashtag no Chubb, no problem, because we still made a deep push into the playoffs. Ended up being a problem. Against Johnny, who beat me in the semis and went on to the championship round to win it. And we've had years. We're talking, we go back 12, 13 years fantasy football of like hard nose. I've always lucked out against him no matter like what the scenario was. He finally got me back. The freaking tides are turning for Johnny. Not this year. Jonathan Brooks should be free for us, but we can't. Johnny doesn't pick. Nick's sharp. Ace. Mike sharp. We have a lot of sharp people. Jaden sharp. Man. Bestball brain. You are relieved of all thoughts. This is disrespectful. These stats are disrespectful that they have for Chase Brown. I do think it's more important to get Jonathan Brooks here, though. I'm focused on winning the playoffs. I don't care if I come in 6th place and I barely make the playoffs off the skin of my... I want to win. I want to be strong when I get to the playoffs. I don't care if I'm 8 and whatever, 6. I don't care. Just get me to the playoffs, make my team strong enough. We're playing for winning the flex. Pretty strong at tight end. It's correlated. Making that correlated bet. I'm trying to sell myself. I think I'm still doing it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Again, we have 1 RB by week 6, so he should be back by week 6. He's going to miss the first 4 games guaranteed. We shouldn't have to worry about running back until then. Otherwise, we're screwed anyways. Like if Bijan busts, like we're fucked anyways. Bengals are still on the board. This is what we're hoping with our last pick. One of these, I guess, are traded. It just should show that. Should show. Doesn't matter because they're back-to-back, but Hawkinson's going in the IR spot, and we're going to pick up, who'd we say? Lloyd? Lloyd's still there. And we have Jacobs. Oh, God. I don't, specifically, I actually don't like picking up. I don't like picking up my own handcuffs. I want to pick up other teams' handcuffs. Maybe we go, and I was going to say Mason, but we have CMC. Maybe we go like Dobbins at the very end, off the waiver hump. Could be a potential keeper for the following season too. So I'm gonna have to think deeply about this. We'll pick someone up just for shits. Chase Brown goes. Chubb goes. Jerome Ford's interesting. I love stacking my team to try to win the flex every week, and especially during the playoffs, right? So like I'll pick upside for the playoffs, but at the same time, like Brooks right here, but I still want to try to win the flex and be strong through the bye weeks. It also gives us a lot of trading power as well. Let's go. Bengals, #1 defense, week 1 against the Patriots. Could be pretty ugly. Could be pretty ugly. So we're going to be streaming defense in that league for sure. I definitely should have had this probably a little bigger for you boys. Sorry about that. So used to the underdogs. We have 4 or 5 rounds left in this league. No kickers in either league. Get rid of kickers, boys. Some people really like it. I think it's completely subjective. We always vote on it. It hasn't been brought up that people want it in a few years since we got rid of it. So I think it's widely been accepted as a good thing. Does everyone have a QB? Everyone might have a QB. Stroud would have been really nice for this team. I don't think we had a chance at... Everyone has a QB. That's why Love's on the board. We were the last ones to select a QB. And I will say, in a 10-team league, it's important to know when you can push your QB, right? Like, could we have pushed the Dak pick? Looking back, yeah, we could have. But someone has 2 QBs, I feel like. Because someone went Purdy. Seawatt's nice. See what's really nice there. I'm curious on BTJ. I like the lad pick in full PPR. I like the upside of Brian Thomas Jr. Now we get this hump of players. It's probably Ford. Bijan and Kyron, I was gonna say we can go Corum, but that's just you're just betting against your own guy. Let's go Jerome Ford here. You also have Addison, who's a strong pick. Very strong pick. I'd say there's definitely a cliff after Addison. We just don't need receivers right now. What's the cliff at receiver look like? It goes from Addison to Shaheed. But there's still Dobbs on the board too. Let's go Ford. Let's see what the fellas do. Keon Coleman's still here. Someone's gonna get a steal on Bowers too. Someone's gonna get a steal on Bowers. If you guys are drafting on Yahoo, like the Bowers ADP seems broken. We might, in thinking behind Ford, is the same thing for Brooks. Sort of similar to Bestball as well. Like week 6, if you think Nick Chubb is still going to be eased back into it, like you could start Ford for the Kyron bye week. Gus Edwards off the board. Addison went right after. Ah, God, such a strong. Addison is his second bench receiver, which is strong. Aaron Jones, Connor, and ETN, Kelsey. He's a little weak at receiver with Pittman and Deontay Johnson for bonuses, I would think, but very strong at QB, receiver 1 and Chase. Elite tight end. Strong team overall from Tyler. Brother Jay with Burrow, Garrett Wilson, Debo, Neighbors, JT, Mixon, Sam Laporto, Dunes, Warren, Spears. Pretty strong. For Jay, especially. shout out to brother Jay. Doing good. You're doing good, guy. Doing good. Jay somehow finds a way to not have to pick up any players during the season, and he just drafts fully healthy teams for the entirety of the year. Last couple picks here. Shakir off. Who do we have for running backs? High upside RBs. Dowdle we could always drop if he doesn't work. Ty Chandler's a strict handcuff. Like, I know we like him in Bestball, but can one of these guys just work out bigger roles in the offense? Charbonnet's dealing with some back bullshit, which is not great for the Bestball bags. I would say it's between these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably need 2 more running backs. Again, I like the upside of having extra running backs on my bench too. Receiver, we're very much leaning into these guys. So I'd say 2 RBs and 1 receiver to go. Looking back, I probably should have gone Addison. But I wouldn't mind if our last pick's like someone like Josh Downs or Dobbs. Dobbs is still there. So if we get one of those two, I'm pretty happy, especially if it's Dobbs. So we're fine with it. We pass on Addison, probably from just Sam Darnold perspective, mainly. And can we actually go? We have to see what happens at the end of the draft too. Like if we can last pick Hawkinson, we'll put him on the bench, and we'll pick up a RB. Someone goes Corum. Your champ, Wally. Strong. Yeah, looking back, the Dak Prescott pick. Especially if I was the last team to pick a QB, could have been most likely a running back in that spot. I'll have to go back and look. What pick was it? So we went Dak with this team picked its second QB. I thought a lot more teams in our league would have gone 2 QBs. So Aaron Jones went. I wanted Aaron Jones. Dak goes. Zamir White. I think we had Zamir White, Harris, and Pollard queued for our next pick, and they all get sniped, so then we just go Jake Ferguson with the correlation. So we did get thrown off. I would have been fine with Dak there and then getting one of those 3 RBs. Sometimes you make that gamble. And we have to live with it. Find a way. I do like Marshawn Lloyd for this team, though. And I'm curious if anyone has eyes on Lloyd. Curious if anyone has eyes on Lloyd. Ty Chandler goes. This has to be Dobbs. I'm hoping to get Dobbs and Rico, I would guess. We're done at receiver. Puka, Ayuk, Rice, Tank Dell, McLaurin, and Dobbs. Like, what more do you want? That should be extremely strong. We're gonna keep an eye on what McMillan does to start the season. We'll see Roman Wilson back at practice, which is really good for the best ball bags. Do we want to last pick Ricky Pearsall and put him on the IR? If you have 2 IR spots, because he's missing 4 games. Note those players that you can just right after the draft put into the IR spot and pick someone up off waivers. Running backs. Here we go. 2 of these guys would be nice. Jalen Wright also there. Charbonnet. Ray Davis. We got some scrolls down here as well. But these are going to be the main guys. Bucky Irving's a shout. Tyler Algier, not for us because we have Bijan. Goddard goes at 119. Is that his second tight end? First down. It's his second tight end. Just in case Kyle Pitts fails. Okay, so Purdy was the second. So I saw... God. All right. I got to remember for next year. They're sharper than I thought. They don't go 2 QBs. I could have put off Dak, and I could have gone Zamir White there. We'll see if it matters. We'll just see if it matters. Something that'll stick with you the whole season. If you were right or if you were wrong. We got to change the team name this year, too. We need a good team name. Let's call Tyler. Let's see what Tyler thinks about his draft so far.
Yo, bro.
Buddy, how's the draft going?
It's going.
It looks good.
It's feeling good.
Yeah, I gifted you Jordan Addison, so you owe me $20.
I saw that. You snagged, who was it right before me?
Terry?
It was, yeah. You snagged Terry right before I got him. I was pissed.
I can't believe I gifted you Addison though. I don't even know who I went. Did I go Jerome Ford over Addison? I think I had to though.
You did.
I had
He
two
went late.
I had two active running backs at the time. I only had
I
Kyron
know.
and Bijan. Dude, you
I
having a good
saw
draft.
that. I thought you were gonna live stream it.
I'm recording. You're live, kind of. I'm gonna
Okay.
post it. I'm
All
gonna
right.
post it like tomorrow.
All right, cool. I'm gonna watch it.
Team's looking nice. Team's looking nice. Pittman, I think I
appreciate it,
gifted you
too.
Pittman too. Who'd I go over
You
Pittman?
did.
I went Rice over Pittman.
Yup.
100-yard bonus, 150-yard bonus. I don't know. It's probably pretty close between those two. I took the risk on the suspension with Rice.
No, I hear you. It could pay out though.
Oh, Bowers for
No.
Nick is so good.
Yes, he needed.
Oh, it's so good. Cousin Nick played this one really well.
I think I'm gonna go Brown.
Brown
Is he still
who?
available?
Which Brown?
I know, right? Marquise.
No, he's long gone.
Damn, I thought he was still there.
No, someone had him way up in the ranks. I think you're champ. You're champ. He went like 3 rounds ago. Tyler, lock it off. I need another RB. Dowdle is like a bet on Dallas, which I'm already making with Dak and Ferg. So
He is. I'm going handcuffs next. Like,
yeah, we're going
I already grabbed
handcuffs.
one.
All right, brother. Good shit. Keep it up.
All right, bro.
We'll catch you,
I'll
bud.
talk to you.
Oh, I gifted him Madison. I think I had to, though. I think I had to. What's Addison's upside going to be with Sam Darnold in redraft? Like, are you going to be, at some point, will you be able to confidently start him as a flex this year over Dell, Ayuk, Puka? He's going to be a bye week guy, he'll be big for the bye weeks. But I have 2 bye week 6 players already, so it didn't really help me specifically for the bye weeks. Could you start him over Terry? That's where it's like, I could see it. But we'll see. Let's see if Terry's any good with the QB. Did someone go the Hawk? No one went the Hawk. No one went the Hawk. Well, know what we're gonna do? We're not picking a defense. We're gonna pick 2 players, and then we're going to put Hawk into the IR and then pick up a defense. That's what we're doing. Oh, can't wait to see what Nick is typing here. Oh my god. Dowdle, Dobbs, Ford, Jonathan Brooks. Jonathan Brooks will be big for this team. J.K. Dobbins off the board. Now who do we want from this shit pile of running backs? Now who do we want? It's probably still Charbonnet. Marshawn Lloyd and Wright are like a good tiebreaker for me. I need something to split the tie. I could see both working in full point PPR. They don't put Marshawn Lloyd. They don't put him on the IR, which is big. I don't think he's playing week 1. I think we're pretty certain he's not playing week 1. Will that give us a week to see what Jalen Wright's role is if Marshawn Lloyd doesn't get drafted? That could be smart. because Wright could just be easily droppable if he's not worked in. And I think we know his upside is pretty lenient on most likely an injury to Achane or Mostert to be heavily involved week to week in redraft. It's going to be tough to spot start, I think. Especially with 2 running backs to sort of conquer over. That's why I sort of lean Lloyd or Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet has the injury going on too, but oh man, the boys are back in town. This is important for us to get the Hawk, though. I feel like it is important for us to get the Hawk. Brother Jago in Baltimore and Polk. Polk, Hurst, Samuel, Keon Coleman. He's like, just give me all the Buffalo receivers and I'll figure out who's good. Interesting strategy. Interesting strategy. Okay, people now picking their QB2. I think I'm just gonna rock with the Dakinator for a little bit. Fuck! Oh, Jay, dude, he goes Hawkinson 2 picks before us. We get punished again. Oh man, Sharp can't even be mad. Can't even be mad. Can't even be mad at him. It's just it's Sharp. Nice pick. Nice pick. Ricky Pearsall is the last round pick. We'll just throw him into the IR. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can't even be mad at him. I'm mad at him. Can't be mad at him. Ford, Brooks, Dowdle. Just give us all the RB2s as potential super high upside players if the starter gets hurt. I know Charbonnet's hurt, but Jordan Love here too at the very end of the bench is interesting to me in case Dak like blows out the gate. Let's go Sharps first. There's plenty of QBs left on the player heap between Jordan Love, Lawrence, Tua Tags, Justin Herbert. Like there's gonna be a lot of guys to be able to stream. Oh, that's punishing. So let's go Ricky, I guess, with our last pick. We'll throw him on the IR and then we'll pick up a defense when this ends. Dude. We gotta call Jay Dennis. We gotta get his reaction.
What's happening?
2 picks before I want to go Hawkinson. You slippery, slippery snake. You slippery snake. Now I have to go freaking like Ricky Pearsall and throw him in the IR spot.
You got to use the spot, brother.
You slippery snake. This was a pretty good draft. I think everyone, I mean, besides my brother, typically drafts really well. So
I don't know what he's doing. Drafting left-handed.
he's drafting left-handed. Oh man, that one hurt, dude. That one hurt. That one hurt. But I mean, I guess you're not worried about Sam Darnold.
No, well, I mean, when I'm gonna need him down the road,
Dude, it's such a free spot. It's one of the better picks in the later rounds. You just free up a spot.
Yeah, I'm not even picking a defense because there's no point.
Smart. It's the way to go.
Playing the matchups, kid.
It's the way to go. Buddy, you only have 1 running back on your bench?
That's it.
You okay?
I don't need one.
I don't need running backs. Let me see. Who do you got starting? Barkley and Jacobs?
I got 4 backs.
Yeah. That's fine. You're good. Dude, team looks good. Team looks good. How'd your other drafts go?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, all the teams done.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Finishing up tonight. It's been just busy weekend.
Yeah, I bet.
Nolan started daycare yesterday.
Oh, let's go. Let's
We
go.
had the back practice last night. And on to the next thing. You know how it is.
Yeah. Very good, dude. Well, send Liz my love and Nolan, and we'll I'm sure we'll have some trade talk soon.
Definitely. Right back at you guys.
All right, buddy. I'll catch you.
The DD.
Peace. I'm just dead inside. I'm dead inside. Everything you want to do, it just comes crashing down. That's redraft because you don't know how your buddy's going to draft every year. Good for Jaden. We're also skipping defense, but did anyone go Cincy? Just curious. Because we're going to be competing with people right after the draft ends to get our defense that we want. He goes Jaleel. What do we do with this? We're just going Ricky. We can't go Jordan Love, even though we want him probably. I'm curious to see if I should drop Charbonnet at the end of this and actually pick up Love. We're gonna have to stream QBs most likely. Let's see if anyone goes. Okay, he goes Love. So it doesn't even matter. All right, so we have to be ready to pick up a defense now. Now it's a race. Now it's an absolute race. When this team is done, we have to hit the player pool. Jordan Love fell all the way to the end of the draft, which, I mean, in a 10-team league, you shouldn't be drafting multiple QBs because the player pool is going to be strong afterwards. But if everyone's drafting 2 QBs and some teams draft 3 QBs, if you're in like a less sharp league that does that, at some point you might be forced, depending who your QB1 is, to take a second at the end. So Dennis grabs a second QB. Like, how many times is he going to start Jordan Love over Lamar Jackson? It's a free pick because he's going Hawkinson into the flex. Still, I don't think he's ever starting Love over Lamar. All right, let's race. When this is over, Ricky's going into the IR. Oh fuck! Since he's gone, we got to go to the backup plan. We got to go to the backup plan. Come on, refresh. Live draft's over. Draft complete. X. Right when this shows up down here, we're clicking. Oh. What do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know. Is it bad?
I don't know.
Look at my team. How bad is it?
I have to look at it. Oh, here we go. Show bench players. I got to go to my team. I got to throw my player onto the IR here. Oh, I have 2 players that go in the IR, so I don't even need Ricky Slicky.
You took Pearsall?
Yeah.
I was going to take him with my last pick.
Smart. We got to go to defenses. I don't know how to use Yahoo.
Wait. So you got guys that you could throw on your IR already, and then you can pick up more guys?
Yeah.
That should be illegal.
You're illegal.
No, I'm not. I'm fucking born here.
Okay, so this is we can't pick them up till September 7th anyways. What day is it? The 4th. Okay. No, we have waivers after. So it doesn't even matter. We have waivers. Hey, I'll call you back in 5. So we're going to add and not drop anyone. We're basically going to take the top few defenses. So we have New Orleans against Carolina. We have the Bears against Tennessee. I don't like that one as much, but the Bears going to have a pretty damn good defense this year. Damn, I kind of forgot. So that's a mistake on my part. I sort of Oh, no, we have 2 IR spots. Do we? Too many IR listed. Ricky should have... Well, Ricky would have been Jordan Love if we could have. So let's see who we have there actually on the player pool for QBs. Because I'm probably going to end up picking up an extra QB. It's probably between Trevor Lawrence and Herbert, I would guess. It went okay. I think it went fine. Let's check the team. Let's have a peek at it again. Dak, Puka, Ayuk, Rice, Bijan, Kyron, Jake Ferguson, Tank Dell, full point PPR. Terry McLaurin on the bench for the bye weeks. Ford, Romeo Dobbs, Dowdle, Charbonnet, Jonathan Brooks. Ricky's going to be a QB. We're dropping Ricky. We're picking up a defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're going to have that 6 bench spot. Drop Ricky. Pick up defense. Defense goes in. And then we get one bench player with the IR. I think it's fine. I think we might have overreacted a little bit, but you got to make it dramatic for the boys. Appreciate everyone watching. We're going to have a ton of redraft content, start sit stuff, as well as battle royales. That's not stopping. That's not going anywhere. So if you guys enjoyed this one, a little redraft for the Pounders, not our main content focus, but we're definitely going to be jumping into some start sits every week and waiver wire stuff. Try to get 2 videos out a week on that. I'm not going to be going CMC running back 1 this week, every single week. That's a promise. Catch you guys in the next one.